6:43 in your Capitol Watch. President Donald Trump has placed an 8 p.m. Eastern time deadline on Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz. That's 6 p.m. here at home. During Monday's press conference, the president talked about a very aggressive attack plan if there's no deal. So let's go live to Scripps News Group Washington correspondent Stephanie Liebergen. And Stephanie, what are the latest on negotiations?
Hey, Tony, good morning. Well, it certainly appears, based on the president's Truth Social account, that there aren't many active diplomatic negotiations happening right now. The president, in the last 30 minutes, posting on his Truth Social, quote, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back." The president goes on to say that he doesn't want that to happen. He references regime change in Iran and saying that it'll be one of the most important moments in the history of the world tonight. So it certainly appears the president intends to stick by his deadline of 8 p.m. Eastern time. Now, he was asked directly yesterday by the press, what does he need to see? What needs to happen to avoid the U.S. increasing and escalating the attacks on Iran? And the president said only he can really decide whether any deal that might be struck is good enough. Take a listen.
In order for Iran to successfully meet your deadline tomorrow, do they have to make a deal, open the strait, or both?
We have to have a deal that's acceptable to me. And part of that deal is going to be we want free traffic of oil and everything else. Mr. President.
So far in the responses we have heard from Iran, from the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, they seem unpersuaded by the increased rhetoric and the increase in threats of attacks from President Trump, with Iranian officials calling the rude and arrogant rhetoric, calling the attack threats from the president baseless. But Iran today alluding to what their response might be if the president follows through, saying that they would cut off fuel access for years for the U.S. and our allies, seemingly referencing the Strait of Hormuz that Iran has kept largely blocked since the war began just before March. So Iran saying they've been exercising restraint so far, and that if the U.S. escalates the attack, that restraint that Iran says they've been showing, that would go away. What's unfortunately, Tony, just a wait and see whether we get any last-minute negotiations today, and of course whether the president follows through on his threats if there is no deal.
Thank you, as always, Stephanie Liebergen, live in D.C. That click is talking again. 8 p.m. deadline Eastern time tonight. Bring it back.